Hello again everybody and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Today we're at RAF Valley in North Wales checking out version 2 of the JustFlight Hawk for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So wherever you are in the world, a very warm welcome to you. Hit like, hit subscribe. As always, share your thoughts down in the comments section below. We've got a freeware scenery for RAF Valley. It's actually only compatible for MSFS 2020, but I've plonked it into 2024 anyway, and it seems to work. So we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with the newly compatible version 2 JustFlight Hawk. And it's based on the T1. But you've also got a couple of different options like the T1A, which we are going to use the loadout for today with its new deployable munitions. And also the Red Arrows config too. And 4 new liveries, including the Saudi kind of display team. And that comes with green smoke. And until the 18th of February 2025, for those of you who haven't yet purchased this, you can get 20% off the value price. The full value price of this product, the links for which will be down in the description below, including links to the JustFlight website and also Contrail, where you'll also see our 10% off code down below as well too. First off, looks absolutely superb. Version 2.0 not only includes the MSFS 2024 compatibility, but you also get 4 new liveries: the 2024 Royal Air Force Red Arrows display team, Saudi Falcons, Midnight Hawks, and 1 TW RF Barori. They've significantly reworked the flight model as well, bringing various enhancements. We'll check that out today. And it looks superb. I mean, you can see there we've got 2 weapons on the pylons, the wings at the moment. We're going to have a little look about various other things. GPS sights, gun controls, and the rear cockpit. Now potentially important, although there is a toggle between 2 of them in the manual, so you can kind of flick between the 2 of them, and with that you can also make sure that the weapon systems are active via the rear. So a couple of different controls at the back, including sort of flyable controls as well for the rear pilot. We'll focus on the front though today, and inside the front we've got EFB 3.0 I think it is, or version 3. Their latest EFB. With it you've got the various aircraft state modes, selectors, and configurable options, so you can go between the Red Arrows display team configuration, which will give you red, white, blue smoke controls, shows you which ones are active, smoke control on, switch there as well, so that panel changes. As we know, T1 for training and T1 attack, which gives you the weapons or the munitions panel. On that topic though, down the bottom you've got various different options. We can pop AIM 9Ms onto the outer pylons, and we could pop, I don't know, BDU 33s onto the middle pylons, and a gun pod in the middle, which you could toggle on or off, although it doesn't, I believe, do anything yet. So we can remove that. So you can toggle it, set it up as you wish, which is pretty cool. Equipment on the right, you can toggle the doors to open and close either the canopy and that nose hatch there as well, if you wish. And with the new EFB, Navigraph charts, map, OFP for sim brief, route import, all of that sort of stuff, which you can make use of as well if you wish. Right, now I won't hide from the fact that I haven't flown the Hawk in a ruddy long time, so there is going to be some differences for me to get my head around. I do want GPS and sight, and then we can hide the tablet and we can make use of that little GPS unit. What that does do though, for what it's worth, just to mention, it hides the lock and lock weapon master switch. So when we get airborne and we want to try and play around with those weapons there on the wing pylons, what we will need to do is just bear that in mind. Something it may catch you out. And we've got those comms cards clickable like so, which is quite a nice little touch. Right. Yeah, as I said, I'm not massively proficient with this. Very much still getting my head around a lot of it. So I'm going to work through getting the GTS fired up, which is effectively like, well, it's basically the Hawks version of an APU. And then we'll get the engine start switches sorted as well. So, everything's getting fired up. Just bringing the GPS online as well. Canopy's now closed. Really nice. Click spots there, as you can see. And animations attached accordingly. Okay, GTS is green, and we'll get that engine start. From the outside, sounds are superb. Look at that. The sounds in this have always been really good. Effectively down the right, ILS, TACANs, 21X is the one for Valley. We'll leave that on for now. And then we've got our comms panels as well. So transponder, supports civilian transponder stuff, which we can change. But not kind of military transponder. And you can just kind of click left there, and you can set the codes accordingly, if you wish. Like so, and if it's flashing, it's the one that you're changing. Pop it onto normal for now. You can again also do the same with your frequencies. Air brake test. You need to flick that switch just as a reminder before you can actually deploy the air brake at the bottom of the aircraft, like so. And that's the only way you'll be able to test that. So just as we taxi out here, ground handling really nice, as was the case before. As well, to be fair. I remember this one when it first got launched for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, handling quite nicely on the ground, but it does feel slightly better than the previous version, which is nice. Little refinements here and there. Okay, fuel flaps, lights, takeoff briefs complete, trims are neutral, pitot heat's on, lights as required, altimeters are set, mass unlock weapons live. WC bus bar, black, roll indicators as required, training. Wheel brakes set. Okay, takeoff. Okay, taking off out of Valley. The wind's a bit choppy, a bit of a crosswind for us today to contend with, but otherwise okay. So yeah, takeoff a little bit skiddy and a bit bobby. That might be control sensitivity issues and a crosswind, plus sort of lack of familiarity flying the jet. But otherwise handles really well in flight as well. Oh, it looks superb, doesn't it? What we're going to do is select the port sidewinder, which we can see is loaded there. We can open up the fire cover like so, and then when we're ready we can fire it off. Off it goes. So straight away we've got an imbalance to the aircraft, and that's because we've just got rid of one of the sidewinders off the right hand side of the aircraft. We can now select the right, and you'll notice it won't let us now, if we keep clicking it, it won't let us select the left because we don't have one on there. Now it is worth also saying these are inert, so you know, you could roll onto a target or something, whatever it might be, but you will find that it doesn't actually do anything beyond just fire off. So let's do the right one. Off it goes. Nice smoke effect off, and then it disappears. We go to practice bombs, change the fusing. You can select one at a time or both by selecting the pylons, like so. We can use the sight as well. Maybe drop both of them, in fact, why not? Off they go. So they keep falling for a little bit, and then they again disappear off into the distance. And then, as you can see, as we start a bit of a high rate of climb, we are weapons free. If you're pulling significant G, you can get the breathing noises. So now we've changed the config to red arrows. What we now get is the smoke information, or the smoke control switch, and the information lines there as well. Now these are timed, so something new with version 2. I think white smoke's 5 minutes, blue and red are 1 minute each, and if you obviously have the Saudi display team livery, then that will also have you enjoy the green smoke for about a minute as well, depending on your configuration. So we'll just roll across the coast here. Got visual of this road, which is rather handy. And I'll set trim for what we're doing now, about 430 odd knots. So I don't mind if we're climbing slightly, I just want to go wings level for a bit. And if you've set your keybinds, you can fire off the white smoke, blue, and red. On that, if I just work round, we've got the indication light showing we've got red active. We should be able to bring her around. There we go, we can see that little bit of blue smoke and then the trail of red. I'm going to stop that now and switch that to blue. Following it round. You can do your own kind of air shows and things with it, it's really nice. And there's the blue smoke now, just visible in the backdrop. Hopefully you guys can see that nicely enough. So lots of flight model changes, ground handling, all that jazz, pretty good. I'm going to go for a little blast around the Mach loop. Just going to work through the valleys to the entry points. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hit like, hit subscribe, share your thoughts down in the comments section below. And again, just a reminder, currently, well, now until the not to crash, the 18th of February 2025, you can get 20% off the JustFlight Hawk if you haven't already got it. But in the meantime, as always, thank you very much for flying along. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks for flying.